On that one, obviously I guess variety is important, but as you say, ensuring that it's always game-specific variety.
I'm not so sure whether variety is important.
Oh, really?
So I'll go and watch Federer practicing. Apart from serving, backhand, forehand, volleying, smashing, slicing, what else is he doing?
Yeah. So if I suppose if you had a syllabus, you'd concentrate on different techniques. Would be cross-taking, shot stopping, the five that you mentioned, and I suppose providing you got drills that do the job. How do I put this? It would be, I guess it depends as well, like, on how often you've got the keeper in question. So if you've got the keeper in question 4 or 5 nights a week, you can. No, well.
So it's basically 2 or 3 times a week, and this is the difference. And Tony Parks sums it up quite well. He says, when you're working with young players, you're coaching them.
Yeah.
When you're working with senior professionals, you're training them. So if I was working with you, Richard, my whole work would be around what you needed in order to produce a top performance week in, week out. Whereas with the younger boys, 9, 10, 11 and so forth, what we're trying to do is to provide them with the necessary techniques. Well, I'm trying to develop in 5 ways really: technically, tactically, and mentally, physically and socially. And what you want to do is not only help them improve as a goalie and as a footballer, but as a human being as well. Whereas for me, working with a senior pro, it's about clean sheet this weekend, and I'm going to leave you at the end of the training feeling 10 feet tall.
Yeah. You've mentioned a couple of times there, so obviously confidence, the mental side of the game. For a coach, from a coach's perspective, lots of praise, I suppose, and when you do criticise, careful how you do it, or do it in certain ways?
Well, you have to be honest, and as I explained earlier, my biggest mentor was Bob Wilson. And there was one day a pivotal experience for me. We were at school, about 120 kids there, all the goals were out. Fantastic setting at Queenswood School at Brooklands Park. And Bob would rush down from BBC, because he'd do the breakfast telly, and he'd be out there with his kid. And he was a great believer in being out there with kids. And we all came together to watch a general demonstration. Under 13s, I think. Shot's gone in, the kids dived, and the ball's gone in the top corner. Oh. Most people would have said, "Oh, unlucky goalie." He's gone to the kid, he said, "What a great top hand. You were that far away from that." The kids bounced up, you know. Yeah. And the response he got from him, and I looked and I said, "That's it. That was my moment to Damascus for me." That summed it up, and I said, that's what's going to personify me as a coach. What I'm going to do is build on what he can do, not what he can't. And that's what we do. So I often use acronyms to kind of sum up what I want to achieve as a coach, because it's really important that you get your philosophy right first, because attitudes are contagious. You've got to make sure yours is worth catching. And so, for me, I came up with an acronym, GOALS. So the first one is generate a positive learning environment, so that there isn't a fear of failure. You don't want to fail, but if you make a mistake, well, that's a learning tool. And I can improve because of that mistake. We always organise sessions which are appropriate for that particular level. And again, here your service comes into it, and I have a phrase, poor feeding starves the practice. So if I'm not serving you right, I'm either scoring all the time, or it's too easy, you suddenly, very quickly become disenchanted with it and bored with it. However, if I'm stretching you and you're feeling really great, it doesn't matter whether we've done this practice 1,000,000 times or not, it's what you need. So the organisation of the practice and the relevance and the realism of it is really important. The A is accentuate the positive, and I think that's so crucial. So I'd never say to goalie, plenty of confidence today, Richard, because immediately that would undermine you. I'm not playing with confidence. And it's such a careless line that coaches throw away. I could really spit when I hear them do that. Then the L is let them practice. The minute a coach says, I'm here for your benefit as the player, not my own.
Mm.
You've got a chance.
Yeah.
Too many coaches think it's their show, and that they have to be the centre of the universe. I've had my time.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do is help someone else, and what I want to try and do is empower them. I don't want them to be psychologically dependent on me, because that's poor coaching. You know, I want to be there to help them when they're struggling, and stick up for them, and defend their corner. But when they're doing well, I want to merge in the background, because it's not about me. They've made the save. They didn't. They played the game. They just know I'm there to help them. And then the S is set the highest standards of yourself before demanding them of others. Because you are a role model, and I won't have anything else less than the best, because that's what I'm giving you. And it's on that kind of contract, if you like, that I work with all my goalies. Not just once or twice, but every single time you go there. And what you find is, we all have a ball. It's a great time. But they might have done the practices lots of times before. In fact, when it's their birthday, one lad's birthday, it was his birthday yesterday, and I'm coaching tomorrow. They get to choose one practice, even though it might be out of sync with the syllabus, because to just try and make them special for their birthday. So all our practices have a name, so we remember them. And so we put that on just to kind of mark his birthday.